Okay, y'all, we back. Y'all know what it is. I'm your author, Chris Jackson. Y'all see the book, Must Be Me. Y'all know we still doing Bible stories. So we still in 2 Samuel 11. We talking about David and Bathsheba. Now, y'all remember when we left off, David just, gently caressed that hand and that, rubbed that arm. So it's like Ray did in the movie Ray, but we gonna keep it going. So David messed around and got a hold to her. Real life. He got her in the house. They upstairs, they ain't did no tour, they ain't did none of that. He ain't got time for tours. Dave is on business. He like, I want her home with me, I want to do this and do that. He got plans for Bathsheba. Now, what we pay attention to is this. See, once Dave got her in the room, he gently closed the door, but he never took his hands off Bathsheba. What he was doing was building a rapport, building a connection with Bathsheba. Y'all might not have paid attention to that. See, when he grabbed her hand and grabbed her arm, he rubbed so slightly, he never just let go of her at all. He always kept some type of physical contact. So even as he closed the door, she started walking off, he was touching her arm so slightly. So then as he walked her into the room, Dave never said a word. I just want y'all to pay attention to this. Bathsheba was like, this is a nice, she ain't never been in the king's room. Like, I got a king size bed. I've seen a California king, but you got to realize David is a king. So he got a bed fit for a king. Like, literally, like, y'all might take your whole living room or something. Dave's bedroom would probably, his bed would probably fill up your whole living room. Like, you mess around and wake up, you think they done left the room, but she just way on the other side of the bed. That's just how big it is. But, okay, we'll get back to it. He got the band behind the other door playing the smooth grooves for him. He done put his hand in the small of her back. He done actually grabbed her slowly, embraced her, brought her to him, but he's still from behind her. He ain't went and faced her yet, and he just steadily walking her over there. And she don't know what to do. She kind of conflicted, but she wants to, but she don't want to. But you got to remember, Uriah in war, he been up there fighting this battle for who knows how long, because it doesn't say. But she's probably missing the touch. She's probably missing that feel. Probably missing that connection from her husband. So right now, she's super vulnerable, and Dave's taking advantage of that. He done walked over, got her to the bed. Next thing you know, he just got this robe on. Dave, he doing the player stuff. He ain't got all that. I ain't got to get stripped down. He said, everything, I'm prepared on this road, because what he was doing was he was taking his time getting her over there so he wouldn't be anxious. See, she was just that fine. She was that gorgeous where he like, I got to be smooth because it ain't going to go like I wanted to. So I got to slow down and slow me down because he wanted her that bad. Ladies and gentlemen, let me say something real quick. You can sit here and say men are hunters by nature or whatever you want to equate it as. We just men, period. And what that is though, well, if we see something or someone we want, we go after it. But we have to learn sometimes to calm our anxiety down because we'll be so anxious or so much zeal about a woman that we go past everything. So Dave was being smooth about it. He slowed it down. He didn't just jump into nothing, just rush nothing. He took his time and caressed her, held her. He was giving her everything that she needed, but also keeping himself in the right perspective from that. But the moment that they got into the bed and started to do that, all of a sudden we're going to cut back to Uriah. Because now Uriah in war, they shooting arrows and sling things and doing whatever, throwing spears, whatever they got to do. Ain't got no pistols back then. But all of a sudden this strange feeling of energy, of negative, hurtful, painful energy come over Uriah. Now he at war. She back there all of a sudden, she getting it in with the king. But he feels this. You got to remember, this is his wife. They never said they had children, so you got to assume this is my personal subject that they had a connection out this world because this is his wife. This is someone he connects with on a regular basis. I feel like Uriah was one of them cats when he seen her, everybody was like, man, Bathsheba was so fine because the Bible says she's very beautiful. People wouldn't shoot their shot. But Uriah shot his shot, but he did it subtly because a lot of times we're afraid to say something to women because we see them that they're that beautiful. We think we can't see, but a lot of times those are the most humble, most kind women that you would ever meet. Not all of them. Some of them do get arrogant because they know how they look. They want to use it to their advantage, but some of them are really just down to earth. So Uriah probably came to her as a down to earth type of dude, and she felt that because he wasn't sitting there talking about how pretty you are. He just kept it 100 like, hey, listen, I'm feeling you. I want to get to know you. He got chopping it up with her, bam. But now they got married. They ain't no kids, but look, that's a whole other story. He in the war. He feeling his unction, so he done messed around and got cowered down in a foxhole because if you've never been in war, I ain't never been in war, but I just understand talking about that. It's a little hole that you sit in where you take cover. But what he's doing is he want to gather his emotions and his thoughts because he's feeling this because everything that's going on, I'm going to help y'all even see this even better. If you've ever seen the movie Best Man Holiday, you remember when Morris Chestnut was up there with his wife and he was picturing Taye Diggs? That's what was going on with Uriah. he's picturing somebody else with his woman right now. He's not prepared for this. This is not part of his what he do. This shout out is throwing him off right now. Like, man, he just, because he's a loyal type dude, he's a committed type dude. He's all about, he 100 all the time. So now he's sitting there and you know, his comrades out there like, Uriah, come on, we need some help. You got to come on, get up out this foxhole and get your actors together. So he shake it off. He's still feeling it. He won't let the tears fall because that's what we do. We'll hold him in because he's like, I got to focus on this war. I can't pay attention to what's going on home or what's not going on at home because I got a battle to win. Now all of a sudden, everything is been completed over there with Dave and Bathsheba. He laying there feeling all, you know, all suave, whatever else, but she's sitting there on the edge of the bed just thinking about her husband because she felt it too. The problem was the whole time she was with Dave, she was picturing Uriah. Y'all don't know that people do that. They do that on a regular basis. It's called, you know, they put another image on somebody because of someone they missed. So she's missing her husband, but instead had Dave the king. So she's looking at Dave and he like smiles. He get up, we walk her to the exit. He don't walk her out the kingdom. He just walk her to the exit of his room. She go downstairs, she take that shawl. Remember I told you she had the shawl, but she put it over here because now she feels shameful. She little family, two guys like, you all right? But she ain't got nothing to say because she's sitting there thinking about like, dang, I really didn't want to, but I end up doing it anyway. So remember, he didn't rape her. It was all consensual. They went ahead and did what they wanted to do because they were two consenting adults. Remember that. So the little family walked her back to the crib. Uriah up in the war feeling some type of way. Dave laying in bed feeling like he pure player, like, you know what I'm saying? Like he Big Willie, he done did his thing. But in all actuality, man, he's like tearing down a household. I want y'all to notice that too. He's tearing down a household because if this is the way I depict her as, like I'm not gonna say the average woman, but some women are really just like, if this is who I'm with, that's who I'm with. And I feel like that's how Bathsheba was. She got caught up in the moment, as many of us have done before. Whether you married or you're not married, you may mess around and get into the moments that you don't realize you caught up in, and you may be picturing the person you love, but you end up being with somebody else. But then when reality kicks in, and you realize that's what you was. Now shame sets in. So I just feel like she was having not the walk of shame, but she just felt shame and hurt when she walked home. Dave, man, you know, he back there probably blowing a cigar or whatever, like, because he's just sitting there thinking like, man, she fine. But he just picturing her, the moments that they had and everything else, but her husband out there hurting, she hurt now, and Dave, the only person feels smooth. But we're going to leave y'all right there, because y'all weren't ready for all that. It's going to get a little deeper. I'm telling y'all, 2 Samuel 11, chapter 11, it's going to get a little deeper. I'm telling y'all, this is real life stuff. This is just how I read the Bible. So my job is to help you, help you. That's what this book is all about. Must Be Me is to help you, help you, help you take an internal look at yourself and get to where you need to be. Again, it's always love, peace, and you know it. Hey, it must be me. What? It must be me. What? It must be me. Till next time, y'all.